Good evening, everyone. Can you see me? Is the screen visible? Is the screen visible? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me and can you hear me? Is the screen is absolutely visible? So first thing, that is, this course is absolutely free of cost. You can avail by only discipline and engage yourself in a regular practice set of Drona. Yes, Nima. So if you wanna practice and analyze your preparation, then you can download the Drona Live, this application from Play Store, and by only giving 100 rupees you can have your test. So there will be Bank Foundation live course that is going on. Basically it's going on in from 7 p.m. So after this class you can have that class if you are preparing for bank exam. Okay, so that is also free of course. So only you need to practice and then you need to join this free classes. Okay, so we are going to start our class or practice class, that is, sites became effective from. Sites, our first question for today. Sites became effective from the year. Which year? Sites became effective from which year? Sites became effective from which year? So that is our question number 1 or our first question. Sites became effective from which year? So this is the question number 1. So as you know, this kind of question has been asked in mains 19. So first you need to understand that what is the full form of sites. Then you need to come across what is this sites. Is there any particular location? Is this treaty has happened in another year and then formed in another year? Because it is effective. The term is effective. So this thing need to be careful. You need to be careful among these things. So what will be the answer? Please give it in comment section. What will be the answer? What will be the answer? If you are not aware of this kind of thing, then also you can give answer. What do you think? What is sites and where it can be established? Arvind is saying, what is the success rate of Wbcs in Drona? So you can see that in the Drona Facebook page. By that you can clearly understand that what is the success rate of Drona. It is kind of huge. Okay, so now the answer is coming. Jitika and Divya is saying 1975. Yes, the answer is absolutely correct, 1975. Now we need not to control ourselves or restrict it only in the year and correct option. We need to elaborate this. What is the full form of sites? The full form is Convention on International Trade. International trade in endangered species. Endangered species. Yes, of wild fauna and flora. Arvind saying what are the fees? Arvind, please call at that number, this number 8436900456, or you can reach us at 8536586516. Okay, so as we are practicing, so we are only focusing ourselves in the question and the possible elaboration on that. Okay, so you only focus on this because this is a free platform and everyone is here for only practice. Okay, so that is the full form of CITES. Now CITES signed in the year 1973 and effects from 1975. Okay, so it's signed in 1973 and got effective in 1975. What is the location of the kind of headquarter? The location is in Geneva, Switzerland. Geneva, Switzerland. That is the location. And the language they are having, the official language, that is English, French, Russia, Spanish and China. Okay, so comment down below if you know what are the language or what are the possible language of United Nations. What are the official language of United Nations? So if you know, kindly comment down below. We are moving towards question number 2. That is mulching. What is? Question number 2 is mulching. Now question is, mulching prevents the loss of. Mulching prevents the loss of. What will be the answer? It prevents the loss of microbes or moisture or mineral or organic matter. What will be the answer? Comment down. First, if you know the word mulching, then also you can say what is the meaning of the mulching. If you know the mulching meaning, then obviously you can come to the right answer very fast. Comment down. What will be the answer? Mulching prevent the loss of. That's also mains 19 previous year question. Yes, Jatika is saying United Nations language is Arabic and the rest are same. Yes, Arabic and the rest are same. So United Nations, that is established in 1945, headquarter is Washington DC, and there is 6 official language, and right now there is a chairman and there is some particular group, the group of 5, those are calling something and that are calling something. Monohar is saying 2, moisture is or will be the answer. Yes, moisture is the right answer. Moisture loss. The first, mulching basically applied to soil. Mulching is basically applied to soil to prevent its evaporation. Prevent its evaporation. Prevents its evaporation. So basically it prevents the water loss of the soil. So that will be the main thing of the mulching. So by this you can understand what is mulching and what it prevents. Now question number 3. It's a very interesting question. Don't get yourself very harsh that it is a very easy question and you just answer it. First of all, you need to read the question very carefully and then answer in the comment section. What will the answer in the question number 3? That is Indian Board of Wildlife was established in. Indian Board of Wildlife. That's also mains questions. And so many students make a wrong answer. Okay, Monohar Khatun and Suravi make an answer. Jitrika is also saying some answer. And the rest, where is Dibya, Rosaline? Please answer it fast. Answer is fast now. The Indian Board of Wildlife was established in. So you are going to kill the answer. That is Arvind saying 1962. That's very odd answer. 1962. Okay. So first of all, this is Indian Board of Wildlife, not Wildlife Protection Act. Not Wildlife Protection Act, that was happened in 1972. That was not. Okay. So Indian Board of Indian Board of Wildlife established in 1952 basically. Okay. So after that, it's a basically advisory board. Advisory board. So after Wildlife Protection Act in 1972, this board again re-established, or again what you can say reconstituted in 2003 by getting the power from Wildlife Protection Act 1972. And there is 47 member. In this board we have 47 member including the chairman. So can you tell me who is the chairman of this board and who is the vice chairman of this board? Currently who is the chairman of this board and currently who is the vice chairman of this board? Who is the chairman of this board? Please like, share this session or this live session so that we will get encouraged and we will provide you such a lessons in a daily basis. So please do like and share this. Now question is, who is the chairman of this board? Why Indian Board of Wildlife? Who is the chairman? Who is the chairman of this board? Who is the chairman of this board? Who is the chairman of this board? Anyone? Who is the recent chairman? Who is the recent chairman? Who is the recent chairman and who is the vice chairman? Anyone? So I think there is some kind of, there is no answer coming from anywhere. So there is no answer. So the chairman is our prime minister. Chairman is our prime minister, and the vice chairman is the minister of environment and forest. So obviously the chairman will be Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the vice chairman will be Harshvardhan. Okay, now question number 4. What is incinerator? What is incinerator? What is incinerator? What is incinerator? Anyone from chemical engineering, they can say that this kind of answer, or any engineering background, or any environmentalist should be saying some answer. What will the answer? Arvind, Jitika, Monorama. Jitika is saying A. Monwa Khatun is saying both. And rest, what will be the answer? Yes, the answer is C, both. Incinerator furnace is used burning solid waste and also treating liquid waste. So we will see some picture. So this is a solid waste kind of picture. You can see these are burned and some ashes are collected and rest is evaporated. So this is a liquid waste incinerator picture. So here you can see that kind of thing that is going on there. Now question number 5. Who described the structure of DNA double helix? Very easy question, yet very important. Very easy and important, and you need to say the year. You need to say the year also. Easy one, but still very prevalent and very important. Jitrika, Jyotsna, everyone is saying the right answer. Yes, it is Watson and Crick, but what is the year? What is the year? What is the year? Okay, the year is 1953. 1953. So what is the actual structure? So this is the DNA structure. Means it is starting from 3' to 5'. And in the lagging strand, this is basically called leading strand. Leading. And the lagging strand that goes from 5' to 3'. And what they have? They have one sugar. The circle in black, that is called sugar. And then we have some kind of nucleotide, T for thymine and A for adenine. Then also we have sugar, and the sugar and sugar bonded with phosphate. Yes, 1953, that is the answer. So basically what we have sugar, phosphate, sugar backbone, and both the side we have sugar, phosphate, sugar backbone, and those sugar connected with each other by double bond or triple bond. So where you can see double bond and also triple bond. Guanine and cytosine makes them triple bond, and adenine and thymine makes a double bond. Okay, so what we call A double bond T divided by C triple bond G. This formula is called, what will be the formula? A double bond G, A double bond T and C triple bond G. This formula is called, mainly the number of purine. The number of purine is same as the number of pyrimidine. This is basically called, what it called? What is the formula? What is the name of the formula? When the number of purine and the number of pyrimidine is same, and it called some formula that started with C. That started with C. Okay, so it is basically called Chargaff's rule. Chargaff's rule means in any DNA the number of purine is basically same at the number of pyrimidine. So adenine and guanine, these are purine. Thymine and cytosine, these are pyrimidine. So if you say elaborately that purine is single ring structure and pyrimidine is double ring structure. Okay, so we are done with everything. So basically you need to remember in DNA there is sugar, phosphate, sugar backbone. This is the backbone. Sugar, phosphate backbone in both side, both double helical side, and what we have, those sides are basically bonded with this kind of hydrogen bond, that is adenine double bonded with the thymine and cytosine triple bonded with the guanine thing. Okay, we are now moving on the sixth question, number 6. Which of them contains all the information required to fold the polypeptide chain in its 3D structure? Which of them contains all the information required to fold the polypeptide chain in its 3D structure? Very easy one, but still you need to answer it. Ratan, welcome Ratan. After a long time I can see you commenting. Okay, Ratan retracted its answer. What is the answer? Question number 6. Which of them contains all the information required to fold a polypeptide chain in its 3D structure? Khatun says C, histone protein. Okay, we will describe it. First you need to answer. Everyone just answer it. Then only I can analyze your thought process and I can easily clear your doubts by explaining everything. Just comment it. Divya is saying D. Okay. So what I am getting here is there is a confusion between C, histone protein. So you need to remember this thing, that is the DNA, make it 3. So in that there is a protein. That protein is basically called histone protein. Histone protein. And in that there is a DNA that rounded that protein. So this DNA is called linker or anything, you need not to remember it. But just imagine there is a DNA and there is a protein. So how can a protein have the information? Protein doesn't have the information. What protein has, protein only makes some enzyme or something like that. Protein doesn't have that information to fold the polypeptide. So if you just focusing on this word polypeptide, what does polypeptide means? Means there is a amino acid sequence and that bonded with each other in a peptide bond. They bonded with each other as a peptide bond. So basically the amino acid sequence itself has some kind of information to fold the protein in a 3D structure. So the answer here is only and only D, not histone protein, not RNA, or not even DNA sequence. Because DNA sequence have the information that is transferred to mRNA, and that mRNA makes some protein, and after that, that information is gone to amino acid sequence, and that sequence only has the capability to make any kind of folding or 3D structure. So just look at this picture. So this is a primary structure. This is the primary structure. Whatever in our previous class we already told you that will be in one side there is a NH2 and in another side there will be COOH group. That will be called our amino acid sequence, or that will be called as polypeptide sequence. So these are the polypeptide. Then they are making some secondary structure that will be called alpha helix or beta pleated sheet. Then tertiary or quaternary structure. These are 3D structures. These are 3D structure. So by that you can easily make out that only amino acid sequence are there. There is no DNA. There is no RNA. So who can assemble this? So that's the amino acid sequence, and by that this folding are happening. Now question number 7, that is also an easy one. Name the RNA molecule which is used to carry genetic information copied from DNA. I already told that by explaining the previous one. Indirectly I told you that what will be the answer in this one. What will the answer? Question number 7. What will be the answer? Name the RNA molecule which is used to carry genetic information copied from DNA. So everyone is saying Jitika, Vijayta, Divya, Ratan, Josna, Survi. Everyone is saying. Some are saying B and some are saying C. Okay. So basically there is a called genetic information. So this thing is carried out by mRNA, and that's why it is called messenger RNA. It carries messenger RNA. Okay. So the right answer is here B. Now I need to explain here that rRNA is basically ribosomal RNA. Ribosomal RNA. So that basically what they did is they makes ribosome. They makes ribosome. snRNA basically smaller RNA that have different function in different thing. Okay, and tRNA means transfer RNA. So these are basically makes or transfer the amino acid. They transfer the amino acid to make polypeptide. Okay, so now you will be clear that tRNA means transfer RNA, mRNA means messenger RNA, means they carry the genetic information, and rRNA means ribosomal RNA. snRNA and these things are basically for a study of cancer and everything. So these are different things. So these are the simple picture that mRNA that carries the message, and there is a ribosome that is large unit of ribosome, that is the small unit, and from that we are making this kind of protein that is also our corona thing. So we are studying SARS-CoV-2 viral protein. Now question number 8, simple one. Name the disease caused by deficiency of niacin. What will be the answer of the question number 8? What will be the answer of question number 8? Name the disease caused by deficiency of niacin. First you need to make out niacin is which vitamin. Niacins mean basically which vitamin. Niacin means which vitamin. Then only you can make out the what will be the answer of this question. Yes, everyone is saying the right answer except Born to Shine. So the answer is here A. So this is called niacin is basically vitamin B3, and that is also called pellagra preventive factor, PP factor. Okay, so scurvy is basically scurvy is basically done by vitamin C. Ricket is by which deficiency? And also say the answer of the pernicious anemia. Ricket is basically by which? By the deficiency of which vitamin? Is it vitamin B2 or B12? Just say that. Okay, so everyone is saying D is ricket. Then what is pernicious anemia? Pernicious anemia, by the deficiency of which vitamin pernicious anemia is happened? Pernicious anemia. Pernicious anemia. And also you need to say megaloblastic anemia. Okay, everyone is saying that ricket is basically the deficiency of vitamin D. So that is absolutely correct. And pernicious anemia is vitamin B12. That is also absolutely correct. Everyone is participating here. But the question here is megaloblastic anemia. So that is basically when bone marrow produces large cell or large RBC, whatever you can say. That is basically megaloblastic anemia. Okay, now we are moving towards question number 9. Which of the following vitamins serves as a hormone precursor? No, vitamin B2 is pernicious anemia only. Which of the following vitamins serves as a hormone precursor? Hormone precursor means that indirectly helps to produce hormone. that indirectly helps to produce hormone? This is also men's question. Men's previous year. Which of the following vitamins serves as a hormone precursor? Josna is saying some answer. Jitika, Surovi, everyone is saying yes, the right answer. That is vitamin D. That is the right answer. Now, let me have a picture that clear your doubts. That is basically cholecalciferol or vitamin D3. Now, the food intake and the UV radiation precursor synthesize this thing that is called cholesterol. And cholesterol is the source of any steroidal hormone, that is aldosterone, androstenedione, or anything like that, by the input of the adrenal gland. Okay, so vitamin D3 or cholecalciferol, this thing basically indirectly helps to synthesize that kind of steroid hormone or adrenocorticosteroid hormone. Okay, is it absolutely crystal clear now? Is it absolutely crystal clear now? Is it absolutely clear? If you have any doubt, then say this is cholecalciferol. By that we have cholesterol, and that is the main component to synthesize any kind of hormone. So it helps to form that. Yes. Now question number 10. Which of the following is a not component of the nucleus? Easy one. But it also came in previous year. Men's, in previous year men's, I think 2018 men's. Which of the following is not a component of the nucleus? Simple one. Everyone is saying, not everyone, Jitika and Josna is saying only. Ratan, Karsyang, Divya, yes. Easy one. That is the nuclear cytoplasm. So basically in nucleus we have four components. One is nucleolus, then we have nuclear reticulum, and then we have nuclear membrane, and the liquid is basically called nucleoplasm. Okay, so these are the four components, and on the nuclear reticulum we have chromosome. Okay, nuclear envelope means nuclear membrane. So cytoplasm will be the answer. Yes. Question number 11. Which of the following pollutant is the major contributor to photochemical smog? Which of the following pollutant is the major contributor to photochemical smog? So what is the major contributor? Survi is saying something. So let me have another discussion. What is the formula of nitrite and nitrate? What is the formula of this? What is the formula of nitrite and nitrate? And plant basically absorbs which of these following? Nitrate or nitrite? Plant absorbs nitrate or nitrite? Everyone is saying the right answer, but after that you need to attempt this. What is the formula of nitrate and nitrite? So nitrite is basically NO2 minus, and NO3 minus is nitrate, and plant absorb this nitrate only, not nitrite. Okay, not N2O3, it's not. Okay, So here is the answer is nitrogen dioxide, and everyone is correct here. Yes, Divya Wesley, she is saying nitrate. Yes, plant absorbs nitrate only. Now question number 12, simple one. Which is the most balanced diet? Which is the most balanced diet? And milk doesn't have which thing? Milk doesn't have which thing? And milk doesn't have which thing? Milk lacks in milk lacks in milk lacks which nutrient? Milk lacks which nutrient? And there is an instrument that can measure the purity of the milk. What is the name of that? That measures the purity of the milk. So here the answer is obviously milk. That's why I am shouting on another questions. It basically milk lacks vitamin C. Vitamin C. So milk lacks that. And another question is lactometer. So lactometer basically measures the purity of milk. Purity of milk. Okay. Yes. Born to shine. Lactometer is the answer, and vitamin C also the answer, and the answer of the question number 12 is obviously B, milk. Now question number 13, carbohydrates stored in our body as and the extra question from this, who helps in doing that? Who helps in doing that? Okay, whoever giving B as the answer, in the body, they are saying in the body of, this is basically 2018 men's question. So when there is a something saying body, that means it indirectly saying animal, not plant. Okay, not plant. If that is plant, then starch will be the answer. So in case of animal, yes, now everyone is saying the right answer, that is glycogen. Now who helps to change the glucose to glycogen? Who helps to transfer glucose to glycogen? Which hormone? Very important. And lacking that, we have some kind of fatal disease, I can say, that is diabetes. No, which hormone? There is diabetes insipidus. So it's basically insulin hormone. Yes, Jitika, insulin. Insulin will be the right answer. So insulin secreted from which area? Insulin secreted from which area? I am giving you option. Is it liver? Is it stomach? Is it pancreas? Is it none of this? Yeah, Chetri is saying the right answer, that is pancreas. So from beta cells of pancreas, or I am saying the islets of Langerhans of the pancreas, the insulin is secreted, and insulin transfer glucose to glycogen. And glucagon, yes, and glucagon doing the antagonistic work that changes from glycogen to glucose. So we are moving to our question number 14, that quinine is extracted from the plant of. Quinine extracted from the plant of. Yes, easy one. Just attempt it and we will move on next area. Yes, The right answer everyone is saying, that is Syncona. Ratan, Jitika, Born to Shine, Josna, Divya, Karishma, Suravi, Vijita Chetri, everyone is saying the right answer. Treated as medicine of malaria. Yes. So Born to Shine predicted my questions or extra question and already answered it. So it treated to cure the malaria people. So another question from this. So you are predicting my question. So malaria, there is 4 types. So fatal malaria is basically done, or malignant malaria. Malaria is basically done by whom? Is basically done by whom? Which organism is responsible for malignant malaria? If you need options, comment it. If you doesn't need, then I will never give. Who is responsible for malignant malaria? No, I am not asking you about the vector. I am asking you about the organism that is actually responsible for malaria. So the name of the organism is Plasmodium. Now answer it. Voice is cracking. Okay. So which organism is responsible for malignant malaria? It is actually Plasmodium falciparum. Plasmodium falciparum. Okay. Yes. Plasmodium falciparum. So that is basically responsible for malignant malaria. Every now and then this question comes in any of the competitive examinations. Now question number 15. The human eye forms the image of an object in its. Options are retina, cornea, iris, and none of the above. The human eye forms the image of an object at its. Okay, so that's an easy one. So let me have a picture of an eye. So this is a basic picture of an eye. So this is basically lens. What it does, if you have this kind of picture, it makes the adjustment, and then we have our image. That image is basically formed in this portion that is called retina. So it is neither cornea. Cornea is basically, this is our simple eye, and this is basically cornea. So lens is doing the thing. Iris is basically they're adjusting the amount of light that comes. So the answer is basically retina. Okay, so I think that this thing is clear. Yes, it is opposite image. Yes, Ratan, the image is opposite image. Universal recipient of blood. Simple, but the question of 2018 mains. Universal recipient of blood. So we are saying answer. Chetri is saying answer. So everyone is saying AB. So it remembers me AB de Villiers. So yes, the answer is AB, that is recipient. Why? Because it doesn't have any antigen. Doesn't have alpha or beta agglutinogen. So you need to remember this one also, or it will be carry some extra point for you. Okay, so this doesn't have any kind of antibody. antibody. Okay, that's why it's recipient, and it has both the antigen. It has both antigen. Both antigen. And O blood group doesn't have any antigen, but it has the antibody. That's why O basically called universal donor and AV is basically called universal recipient. Now question number 17, simple one. Goiter is caused by the deficiency of simple one. We already told that exophthalmic goiter, simple goiter thing in previous class. So what is the deficiency? Which nutrient basically? So by saying nutrient, I am indirectly saying the answer. So it's iodine, everyone knows, I think. We are moving towards question number 18, that BOD value will be maximum in. Maximum in means maximum in which of the following options? BOD value. So first you need to clarify what is BOD, and then what is the maximum value. What is basically BOD? If you understand that, then this will be a cakewalk. Yes, only Survi is saying the answer. Yeah, Jasna is saying answer. Ratan is saying load in water. Okay. So if you understand what is BOD means, BOD is basically, by the name itself, it suggests biological oxygen demand. Oxygen demand. That means the demand of the smaller organism, to crack something or to digest something. So if the demand increases, of that organism, that means indirectly it has some kind of extra food. Okay, so the amount if increases, that means the water is pollutant. If the water BOD increases, that means the water is pollutant. If it has low, means there is a small organisms and that never demands, or the demand is less, means the presence of smaller organisms or the prokaryotes are less. That means lesser bacteria and lesser protozoas are there. So the answer is Suez water. I think you are clear now that what is biological oxygen demand. So if the demand increases or the value increases, that means the water is pollutant. Okay, question number 19. During Bhopal gas tragedy, the harmful gas evolved was. So you need to answer when Bhopal gas tragedy happened and where. When it happened, what is the year? And if you see the Family Man, that is similar to that. Family Man part 1, not 2. So what will be the answer? Okay, so everyone is saying, so the actual structure here is double bond C, double bond O. So the answer is methyl isocyanate. Yes, that's the correct answer, and it is not 1983, but it is 1984, 2nd December, 2nd to 3rd December. So that is the plot of Family Man 1. Yes, Bhopal is in MP. Simple question was that. Okay, so the actual formula is CH3NCO or methyl isocyanate. Question number 20. Plant absorb dissolved nitrates from soil and converts them into. So I already answered and explained that plant absorbs the nitrate, but what it converts, what it converts, the nitrates that absorbed by the plant basically converts into, okay, Ongmu saying answer D, Suravi is saying ammonia, and everyone saying ammonia. No, it's not. It's basically what Ongmo is saying the right answer only. Ammonia basically NH4. So from ammonia the NO3 minus comes, and that by assimilation process plant absorbs. So why plant making that NH4? They will not. Okay. From ammonia, by the process of ammonification and then nitrification, this NO3 comes by the nitrobacters. So why they make that? The plant, by absorbing this, they making protein. So by that only we the dependers, or we the consumers, we absorb this protein, and by that only we get the nitrogen in our body. Okay, we never collect nitrogen from any kind of gaseous substance. We only get nitrogen from the plant protein. And again you can say that, sir, we are eating chicken and by that also we can get some nitrogen substance. Yes, but the chicken gets the nitrogen substance from plant. Okay, so we are indirectly dependent on plant to get that nitrogen, and plant are dependent to that bacteria to make it into nitrate substance. So is it clear? So this things is clear? Is this things clear? The plant converts nitrate into, is it clear? Clear. Josna is saying clear. So we are moving on the question number 21. Which ray strikes the earth due to depletion of O3 layer? Easy one. Easy one. Which ray strikes the earth due to depletion of O3 layer? Yeah, okay. Everyone is saying yes. Everyone is saying this is the easy one. That's the ultraviolet. So ultraviolet ray that strikes because of O3. Now our question is, we already told in previous classes that how this CFC makes the nascent chlorine, and that breaks O3 and creates some ozone hole. Now the largest ozone hole is in that's basically the question of geography, you can say. But what will be the answer? The largest ozone hole is in what will be the answer? What will be the answer? The largest. Yes. So now everyone is making the right answer. It is Antarctica. The answer is Antarctica. Yes. Now question number 22. Which one of the following is responsible for depletion of O3 layer? Simple. We already discussed it. Which of the following is responsible for depletion of O3 layer? These are the question of 18. Both the question comes in 18 minutes. So if they can do it, we can also do it. Yes, Chlorofluorocarbon is the right answer. So we are moving towards question number 23. Which one of the following gases reacts with the hemoglobin and produce toxic effect? Which one of the following gases reacts with hemoglobin and produces toxic effect? Yes, everyone is saying. Now what is called, if hemoglobin binds with carbon monoxide, then it is called, it has some name. It is called, is it called carboxyhemoglobin or carbaminohemoglobin? What it calls? If the carbon dioxide binds with hemoglobin, then it is called what it is called. So you have two options, carbamino and carboxyhemoglobin. When it binds with carbon monoxide, it is basically called carboxyhemoglobin, and when it binds with carbon dioxide, it is basically called carbaminohemoglobin. Yes, Jitika is saying right answer. Surabhi is also saying the right answer. So we are moving towards question number 24. Mention the main constituent of biogas and natural gas. Simple one. Mention the main constituent of biogas and natural gas. Simple one. Yes, methane is the right answer. So methane is the formula of CnH2n or CnH2n plus 2. What is called? CnH2n is called what? CnH2n minus 2 is called what? And CnH2n plus 2 is called what? There is N in ine. Yes, CnH2n plus 2, that is obviously methane. So methane, that is N. What is CnH2n? CnH2n, what it calls? It is basically called alkene. So it is, then CnH2n minus 2 is called CnH2n minus 2. Is it alkene or alkyne or alkane? It is alkyne. Okay. So that is N, in and ine for you. N, in and ine. Yes, everyone is saying the correct one. Now from question number 25 we are making it into more interesting and more difficult. Now which one of the following statement is false? River pollution is due to industrial and domestic sewage discharge. Surface water contains a lot of organic matters and nutrients. Oil slick in sea increases dissolved oxygen content, or oil spill in sea causes heavy damage to fishery. Which of the following is false? Don't make it right one. Which is false one? Which is the false one? Yes, UNGMO is decreasing its participant and competitors. and slowly moving upwards. Jitika is also slowly moving upwards. Jitika is saying many right answers. Ongmu is also saying many right answers. Divya, where is Divya? Where is Vijayita? Where is Survi? From the start of the class, Survi is also performs well. So yes, here C is the right answer. Oil slick in C increases dissolved oxygen content. No, it decreases. Okay, it decreases dissolved oxygen, and that's the right answer. Question number 26. Animal fats generally contain. Is it unsaturated fatty acid or saturated one, or unsaturated long chain alcohols or lipids? What is the right answer? What is the right one? Animal fats generally contain. Yes, Survi is saying the right one. It is saturated fatty acid, and that's why it is called as bad one. So that's why every doctors or nutritionist, they are saying that don't eat the red meat. So basically it has saturated fatty acid, and that will create some cholesterol in your blood vessels. Now question number 27. Read it carefully and then answer it. Which among the following are true about hyperthermophile microbes? Hyperthermophile means those are basically resides in hot condition or extreme hot condition, you can say. So they prefer temperature for growth is around 45 degrees centigrade. Statements 2 says they prefer to grow and reproduce at over 80 degrees centigrade. C states they normally grow in deep sea floors. D statement says below 90 degrees centigrade they find too cold and stop growing. So by logic you can eliminate some of the statement, but still you need to answer. What will be the answer of question number 27? Question number 27. So basically these are number 1 statement, number 2 statement, number 3 statement, and number 4 statement. Number 1, 2, 3, 4. So select the answer using the code given below. Select the correct answer. Is it 1 and 3 or 2 and 3 or 2 and 4 or 2, 3, 4? What will be the right answer? Which among the following are true about hyperthermophile? So there is, everyone is careful and they are not answering it yet. So the answer here is, first thing you need to understand that they prefer the temperature to grow on the microbes is basically 60 to 80 degrees centigrade. So around 45 degrees centigrade is a wrong one. And number 4 statement, below 90 degrees centigrade they find it too cold. It's absolutely bullshit. So their range is 60 to 80 degrees, so they are not feeling it too cold. So by logic you can eliminate these two options. So you will confuse these two. So answer is 2 only if you know that the growth of that microbes is around 60 to 80 degrees centigrade. Now question number 28 for today, that is, which one of the following is not a condition necessary for natural selection to occur? Just read the statement or options and you will come to the correct answer, I believe. Read the options. And remember, it is saying the not one. Not. a condition necessary for natural selection? Not one. Question number 28. If you assume some options that you think are correct, then also you are welcome to answer it in the chat box. You are welcome. And if you don't know, then also say unknown or not applicable. You will skip this question if it comes in your exam. Which of the following is not condition necessary for Survey is saying B, and that is basically the right answer. So you need to attempt in order to succeed. Basically there will be 200 questions. Out of 200 you might have one know only 101. So rest from 100 to 30, 20 to 30, you need to answer it by guessing, by another thing. Okay, so it's saying it's not necessary for natural selection. So organisms should not vary. If it is not vary in their characteristics within species, so if it is not vary, then how natural selection comes? So in order to select someone, we need some variation. Okay, so if they vary, then only we can select. Okay, it's saying not. So this thing is the wrong one. Okay, which one of the following is not a condition necessary for natural selection? And this one is the wrong one. Question number 29 regarding the pandemic. Which one of the following statement about immunization is correct? What is correct? If you know the immunization process, then you can clearly answer it. Which one of the following statement about immunization is correct? Option A states in immunization, infectious agent is killed directly by component of vaccine. In immunization, infection agent is killed through immune system. Number C says immunization has no role in preventing infectious disease. And number 4 statement says immunization against one infectious disease is sufficient for all infectious disease. Yeah, Survey is saying the answer. Ongmu is also saying the answer, and that is the right one. So by the process of immunization, infectious agent is killed through triggering the immune system. So what it does, basically this coronavirus or COVID-19, they are injecting some intruder or killed genes, and that basically trigger the immune system. So if next time that antigen comes, so the immune system alerts and it generally killed it. Now today's last question. Tendons connect. Tendons connect and we will sign off. Simple one. Tendon connects. Tendon connects. Tendon connects. Okay, Survey is saying no need to say sorry, just say skip. Oh, Survey is changing the answer. Yes, by changing, she says the right one. It connects basically muscle to bone. And what connects bone to bone? It is basically ligament. Bone to bone basically ligament, and muscle to bone basically tendon. So that's it, guys, and we will end our session. Thank you everyone for participating, and make us proud and yourself proud that you developed today from yesterday. Yes. Thank you everyone. Thank you very much. So we end. here. So we are ending our class. Thank you.